on in. Today we are talking all about one words, what they are, what they can do for you, and I am sharing mine. I'd love for you all to come in. I'm going to wait until a couple people come into the room, and then we're going to talk all about choosing your one word and a couple of tips to do so. Today we're going to talk about the importance of one words, as well as how you can find yours, how you can get yours. Hello, Bart Jaspers. Thanks so much for joining. Just waiting a little bit for some other people to come on in. Hello, Connie Humphreys. Thanks so much for joining. Today we're talking all about one words. I'm going to share mine. You're getting a sneak peek actually, and I'm also going to share how we can find one or select it. I'm going to turn this around. Hello guys, how are you? Set up quickly. Hello, how are you doing? I love to talk about goal setting, obviously, and living intentionally with our lives. So today we're talking all about one words. I hope that you guys have heard of the term one word. So before we get started, I'd love for you to go ahead, if you know people that are into goal setting, into planning, maybe have made New Year's resolutions, maybe you want to go ahead and invite them to this Periscope so they can get some tips on how to have an amazing year using the one word philosophy. Again, if there are people out there that you think would benefit on Periscope, Twitter, or on Facebook, please do invite. For those of you that are new to me, hello, my name is Brooke-Sidney, and my company is called Bella and the Babe. It's at bellaandthebabe.com, and it's all about empowering authentic motherhood. I'm also the creator of the brand new Mama Love Planner, woohoo, Mama Love Planner, which helps mamas get more self-care time. But today I am talking about and announcing my one word. I'm talking about one word and announcing my one word. And if you guys are new, definitely put your name into the comment box and tell me where you are scoping in from. I'd love to make new friends and learn more about you. So I'm going to jump right in. So what is a one word? And a one word basically is the modern day alternative to a New Year's resolution, because most people have found that New Year's resolutions, they just don't work. They don't work. So instead of making a resolution that doesn't work, a lot of people have decided to use one word, which can serve as like a theme or a focal point or a way to like really anchor your year. I think of it as an intention that you want to set for your year. It's like an overarching, like I said before, theme. Hello, Kingdom Kid. Thanks so much for joining. And it's often, our one word is often linked to our goals or linked to changes that we want to make in our lives, right? And I just want to say the reason why resolutions are not really effective is because often people don't make that next leap, which is making the resolution actually into a goal and then breaking it down into tasks and then being able to then plot in when they're going to work on achieving it. Otherwise, a resolution is just a wish. So that's the reason why resolutions actually don't work. It's not that there's anything inherently wrong with a resolution. It's just that it doesn't become an actionable thing for us to work on. And the one word is the same, right? If it stays a desire or a wish and we don't actually use it to help guide our lives, then it can also just be a wish. But it is a great way to really anchor your year and have a focus. So a lot of people ask, how do you figure out your one word? I mean, the first thing I think is very easy, and it's the way that I did it. First thing is that you can pray, right? You can pray. You can ask God. Your higher power, whatever you do. But I pray, and you can ask God for your one word, and He will give you one. Or another way, which works well, is you can look over last year. You can reflect on last year to figure out what worked for you and what didn't work for you, right? You can look over it and be like, wow, what do I need to change to have a better year in 2016 than I had in 2015? There are other really great tools out there too. One of my favorites is Susanna Conway's, and she has this whole thing called Find Your Word, and it's free. It's F-R-E. It is free, and it takes a couple of days. I think it's maybe like 6 days or 7 days. I can't remember. And she actually walks you through a process of picking out your word. It's really, really good. I feel like combining that with prayer or whatever, voila, you will have an amazing word. And the last thing is, some people feel like their word chooses them, right? Their word chooses them. You might have like, hello, Nessa, thank you so much for joining. You might have a word that you keep seeing like everywhere that you go, especially after you set the intention that you want to find one. Any book you pick up, any podcast you listen to, you might start seeing the same word over and over again. Yes, Susanna. It's Susanna Conway. Susanna Conway, Susanah, Conway, and it's called Find Your Word. I have it mentioned on my site in this post about it. It has actually a direct link to it. I don't get any affiliate fees. This is not a promotion. I'm actually just sharing, to me, what has worked and what is really good. And I feel like a valuable resource, and it doesn't cost any money. It doesn't cost any money. I love sharing things that are valuable, especially if they're like gems. And I feel like this one's it's a really good resource. Hello, Jay Chase. Thanks so much for joining. So I was just saying again that how you figure out your word, the last way is some people actually feel like, hello, Jose, yay, thanks so much for joining. I love when you pop in. So you guys, I also forgot to say, if something that I'm saying resonates with you, please do double tap the screen and give heart so I know you're still out there and that this is helpful. But yes, some people feel like their word chooses them. They feel like they have the word they keep seeing over and over again. They may also keep hearing a word over and over again, because after you set your intention that you are looking for a word for your year, if you pay attention to things big and small, you might have a word choose you. So that's one thing. So, and I encourage you to try it. So before I announce my word this year, I want to tell you what my word was last year. So in 2015, my word was self-care. And I think that for those of you that know me and know what I do, I am an authentic and intentional mothering guide. And I really help mamas to be, and busy women find more self-care time, develop rituals and practices, as well as create different routines and be more intentional with their lives. So self-care is really, really involved in my business. Hi, Jose. Jose saying it's really cold in Maine. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm in California, so it's pretty nice. It is about 60 degrees, which for us is cold, but no snow. That's cool, you have snow. But 2015, self-care was my word. So you can see it. You can see that it was a theme for my year. It was a theme in my life. It's a theme for my business. In my life, I not only teach about self-care, but I live it. It is so important to people that are super busy, not just mamas, to entrepreneurs, to people that are busy with their business in their lives. You need self-care. And so I had that word. I also had it as a part, I also last year had core desired feelings. And for those of you that don't know what core desired feelings, they are from Danielle LaPorte's book, The Desire Map. And she has a whole process that takes you through picking out usually 3 to 5 words that are how you want to feel about yourself or about your life for that year, right? Or for that time period, however long you use to choose those words. Most people do it on a yearly basis. Thanks so much for the hearts. Most people do it on a yearly basis, but I really found that it was helpful. I did that last year. And my words last year were bliss, empowered, authentic, oneness, abundant, and connected. And as you guys can see, I chose 6 because I always color outside of the lines. I always, 3 to 5, I chose 6. And I feel like 6 chose me. And they have worked for me. As you will notice, authentic, empowered motherhood is part of who I am. It's part of what I do. It's also part of my core desired feelings. Hello, Natural Mama. Thanks so much for joining. So again, my core desired feelings last year were bliss, empowered, authentic, oneness, abundant, and connected. And in 2014 and 2013, I actually had the same word, and it was hope. And I actually love the word hope.
I actually also have a spiritual site called Hope, Joy, and Peace, and my life verse is Romans 15:13, because I love hope, and I really feel like hope is the way, right? Hope is the way. So, anyway, my word for this year, I want to announce it here first. Cool, I just saw that you were live via Twitter. Cool new feature. Did you know that? Yes, I did know that. Hello, Siobhan. Thanks so much for jumping in. Yeah, I did. Isn't that really cool? The autoplay feature on Twitter. So that's really cool. I hope you guys are watching me. Hey, Happy New Year. I don't think I've seen you, Siobhan, in 2016. Happy New Year. And hello, Will. I saw you also pop in. I was just going through talking about, hey, Will. I was talking about what is a one word. I was giving some tips, secondly, on how you figure out your one word. You said I've been MIA. A lot of us have been. A lot of us are getting back into the groove of scoping in 2016. I talked about my one word for last year, and I'm actually just getting ready to announce my word for 2016, working on lots of good stuff. I'm sure you are. I love all you guys. You guys make sure you're following Siobhan at Be Free Project. She has lots of great things going on. I know she does, because she had great things in 2015. So my word this year is aim. It is aim, right? Aim. This is my word. This is my word. And I love the word because I love what it means on its own. And for me, it also stands for authentic, intentional, and miracles. And let me explain. Ooh, yes, you guys, pop your words in here. Natural Mama says, my word is growth and achieve. I love that. And thanks, Siobhan. Thanks so much. My word is execution. I love execution. Will says, love that. Thank you. Yes, my word is aim. And you guys, I have to share a little bit about it, because for me, I was talking about Will's expansion. I love that. That was a part of my process. I actually had expansion for a while, sitting with that word, Will. So that's really interesting that you say that. Thanks so much for the hearts. So aim for me, I love this word. It took me a while. I love that aim means those different things for you. What is the acronym again? The acronym is authentic, intentional, and miracles. Authentic, intentional, and miracles. So, first of all, as you guys, a lot of you that know me, you know that I color outside the lines. So I will take something and then I really make it mine. And I encourage all of us as we live our lives to do things that work for us. My word's an acronym too. Oh, vision. Oh, Kim, share your word. Share your word. So first, aim. First, I love the meaning of aim. Aim means to have an intention of achieving. It means to have a purpose or intention, a desired outcome. It also means directing of a weapon or an object at a target. Yes. How? Helping others win. I love it, Kim. I love it. Yes. Hands up to you. I love that. I love that, you guys. Ooh, I love it. It gives me chills. That's an awesome one. And then aim also means aspire and intend. And I really felt like, I love that you guys are sharing and connecting. I really felt like the meaning of aim on its own was amazing, because I think that our lives should be directed at a target. Our lives should be directed at things that we are trying to achieve. Siobhan says, I'm all about executing and taking action this year. I love that. Execution is such a strong, powerful word. I love that. And so, but even bigger than aim, because aim didn't come to me at first. The other words actually came to me at first. So AIM is an acronym. It stands for authentic, intentional, and miracles. And so authentic for me it's a strong resonance for me. As you all know, I'm an authentic and intentional mothering guide. That is part of who I am. That's part of what I teach about. It's part of my vision for myself and my life, and also for the people, usually women, that I work with. I challenge everyone and encourage them to be authentic, right? And so it is my word, and it was actually one of my core desired feelings from last year, and I'm hanging on to it. It still felt true for me for this year. Intentional is really, I feel like, one of my growth words. It's the area of my life in which I'm continuing to grow. Many of you may have noticed that I changed my title from Authentic and Conscious Mothering Guide to Authentic and Intentional Mothering Guide. It's not that I don't teach about and encourage women to be conscious and aware, which is what that means, but I found that it didn't quite cover all that I am teaching women to be. It's also about being intentional. Growth really resonated with me. I will create an acronym if it feels right. Yes, do that. I love that. And definitely share, tweet, or let me know. I'd love to hear how you guys are creating your words. If you create new words, I'd love it, especially if you come up with an acronym. But yeah, like intentional captures more of what I am doing, and what I am becoming. Like this year, I'm reading Intentional Living by John Maxwell. It's an amazing book. A lot of things that I've done already in the past have been about intentionality. So that word really resonated with me. And I can honestly say when I prayed about it, that was really the first word that I got. That was really like the first thing that came to me. And it really means being deliberate, being purposeful, right? With thought, with meaning. It means on purpose. So it encompasses all of the things, and it fit. But you guys, I had a problem with it. I had a problem with intentional. What we think about and do, we bring about. Exactly, Natural Mama. But I had a problem with intentional, right? It would be me that would have a problem with intentional. My problem with intentional was that it felt so dry. It felt so mental. It felt like it didn't really encompass all of who I am, all of my focus, and all of what I wanted 2016 to be. It didn't have enough spirit. For those of you that know and follow me, you know that I love God. And so for me, it didn't have enough spirit in it. I'm just being quite honest. It didn't have enough spirit. So I actually prayed again, and I asked God. I said, you know what? I definitely hear intentional, but I just told him, I felt like it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And that's when I got miracles. I'm getting chills even now telling you this. That's when I got miracles. Because for me, life is so amazing. Motherhood is magical. Motherhood is miracles. We always want to leave room. We always want to, we want to be spirit led, but we definitely don't want to be living our lives without room for God, without room for miracles. And so, and I think it was, and she's not even a Christian or God follower or whatever, but I think it's Marianne Williamson that says miracles should always be occurring in your life, right? Like miracles should always be happening. So I just love the idea of miracles. I love the idea of praying. I love the idea of expecting bigger and better. I love the idea of experiencing it, and I love the idea of watching spirit move in our lives and move in my life, and also giving credit to spirit. That's a big part of my gratitude practice. So I am declaring that the year 2016 is a year of miracles. And so after miracles became kind of almost really the focus, the anchor, the centering point, the completion element, that's when it felt good, and that's when AIM was born. And it all made sense once I feel like God was in the formula, because I feel like our one words should have spirit in it. And so then it all worked out for me. So anyway, that is my word for the year. I encourage you to check out my site. I actually go more into depth, a little bit more, and I also provide different resources, especially if you missed the beginning of my of the scope. Definitely watch the replay, because I talk a lot about how you can find your word, what the meaning of the one word is, how you can use it. But do visit bellaandthebabe.com. I have a great new post all about AIM, as well as about finding your one word. And I still have my planners on sale. I still have some available. So definitely, if you're interested in a weekly or daily version of my planner, please go to bellaandthebabe.com, and you want to go to BB Store. So yes, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And more importantly, thanks so much for sharing your one word with me, because that blessed me. That blessed me hearing everybody else's one words, and knowing what you guys are going to do in 2016 makes me so hopeful for the year that we all have ahead. Not just me, all of us. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.